Some people may not know, but zodiacs are everywhere in our society. But what do they mean for you? Today I'll be going over a brief review of what zodiacs are, explaining the differences between different religious zodiacs, explaining the meanings of zodiacs and what they mean for people, explaining the traits and how they relate to you. I have experience with researching zodiacs for fun as well as being in an astrology class. The topic today will be history of zodiacs and what they are and what they mean. They can affect you by learning more about your personality through the eyes of zodiacs, as well as they are fun to learn about in general. Now, what are zodiacs? According to Pashoff J.M. Zodiac, May 2019 Access Science, McGraw-Hill, Zodiac, the band of the sky through which the sun, moon, and planets apparently move in the course of a year. The Babylons about 25,000 years ago divided the zodiac into 12 parts, which are then associated with constellations. Before moving on, I will be explaining my key points and also keywords, key points, main and subpoints. A trait. A trait is something that relates to you as a person, how it matches with your personality. Transition. Differences of zodiacs. Difference. To explain how things are different from both ends. To explain why aren't they all the same. What's stopping them from all being the same thing. Transition. Meanings and traits. Meanings, to explain what they mean in general as well as what they mean to people. What are zodiacs in different religions? According to My Astrology by Athena Dykman, January 15th, 2024, myastrology.com article, astrology's connection to the world religion demonstrates a universal fascination with the cosmos and its impact on human existence. Both of these are important to know, as you need to know what a zodiac is, as well as what they could mean for different religions. Now, there are a few other things you need to know before we go on. There are other religions that use the same type of zodiacs that we do, although a bit different. I'll be explaining briefly what each of these are. A most well-known religion is the Chinese zodiacs. Now, what are the Chinese zodiacs? The Chinese zodiacs is a 12-year cycle, each dedicated to a year, such as the year is the rat, the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the snake, the horse, the sheep, the monkey, the pig. Each one of these zodiacs has their own traits and meanings, as well as their own elements given to them. I'll be going more into it in just a second, but here is some examples. First, let's learn what each of these zodiacs are, both in Western, which is our own original zodiacs, and the Chinese. Ours are Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces. Chinese are Dragon, Snake, Sheep, Monkey, Rooster, Dog, Pig, Rat, Ox, Tiger, and Rabbit. Now, to give a few examples of what each of these traits are according to these zodiacs. I will not be going through all of them, but here are some examples. Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. A fire sign. They are passionate, flexible, and adventurous. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. An earth sign. They are practical, hardworking, and traditional. Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. An air sign. They are flexible and adaptive and are intellectual, witty, and charming. Those are our Western. Here are some examples of our Chinese. Dragon, 1928 to 2024. They are strong, independent, fortunate, ambitious, and temperamental. Horse, 1918 to 2014. They are energetic, free, popular, positive, and patient. Dog, 1934 to 2018. They are loyal, honest, playful, generous, and stubborn. Bet you didn't know half of those. Now, the main difference between these zodiacs is that one is by year and one is by month. Our zodiacs are by month, and the Chinese zodiacs are by year. And of course, there is a subtle difference of the fact that our westerns only go up to air, fire, earth, and water, while Chinese zodiacs also include wood and metal. Now, there are some other zodiacs that we know of that are briefly explained to us, and such we will be going through them, such as Egyptian zodiacs, Indian zodiacs, and Native American zodiacs. Now, what are Egyptian zodiacs? There are 12 Egyptian zodiac signs, each named for a god or goddess, except Nile, named for the river, and like Western astrology, Egyptians looked at their signs to better understand themselves, their characters, strengths, and challenges. Instead of using signs based on constellations in Greek mythology, the Egyptians considered 36 small groups of constellations called decans that influence the date assigned to each sign. I will not be going through all of them, but here are some examples. The Nile, or Status, January 1st to 7th, June 19th to 28th, September 1st to 7th, and November 18th to 26th. They are creative, life-giving, passionate, deeply feeling, and insightful. Isis, March 11th to 31st, October 18th to 29th, December 19th to 31st. They are energetic, have a vibrant sense of humor, and cannot help but see the best in people. Now, what do zodiacs teach you? According to astrology, according to My Astrology, Athena Dykman, July 24th, My Astrology offers a unique lens with which we can understand ourselves and others, which zodiac signs bring distinct qualities and lessons. Here's a brief look at the life lessons each zodiac can impart. This is important to know because it is fun to learn about zodiacs, but also can teach you a lot about yourself. There are always more to learn when it comes to learning about zodiacs, but take a minute to reflect on if zodiacs have this information. Think about what else you can learn from other things.